Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Patrick Mahomes, back to doing some Patrick Mahomes things. Fired up, let's get into it. Welcome to the QB School. All right, Patrick Mahomes. My goodness, kind of finding his way here back to that old Mahomes form. 3rd and 11. Double mug. Watch this subtle look off to the left, rip the hook to the field. Just massive conversion. They had a bunch of big conversions in this game. But watch this from the back here. This is really manipulating a zone defender. So watch his eyes, shoulder, look to the left, come back and rip that thing to the right and stay in rhythm. So certainly, not what I think most people would call picture perfect footwork, but he's got an uncanny ability to stay on rhythm and get that perfect timing to be able to really drive that thing. So when we're talking about manipulating underneath zone defenders, to me, this 20 dropping down from the heavens here, when we're able to come down here and he's going to look this way at the top of his drop, you can see his eyes. He's holding this thing this way. Hit the back foot, up, all while coming back here to rip this thing. And because he's kept his eyes to the bottom of the screen, it's manipulated this big throwing lane to then rip this thing for our first down. And so it's just that subtle little, you don't have to stare at every single throw, especially in the zone world. Come down here and you can see just enough to be able to hold that and rip it. So there's a level of anticipation. Just because you're not throwing at him coming out of the break, you're still anticipating where you're going with this ball. So double move. You can see the 31 come up for the pass pro. They bail out of there. 1, 2, 3, up, and then rip it. And again, just you can see it from with his helmet more than anything else. So he catches it to make sure he's not hot to the right there. And then he's back into his drop, holding that thing to the left, shoulders back of his drop. But he knows where he's going to go the entire time. He can hold that thing off and then rip it and drive it. And that's a 3rd and 11, wide ass open, because he manipulated the underneath zone defenders. And it really wasn't just that one. There were a number of instances where you're kind of like, wow, these are kind of like Mahomes-ish throws all over the place. Now, this is a combination of kind of the creativity you see from the Chiefs and just Mahomes being able to make a kind of ridiculous throw on rhythm. Big play action fake, change the landmark, one hitch, let it rip, wide ass open, and he gets hit. So how do we do this? How they get there is we're going to be able to basically run 2 double moves. When I say you don't see this, you don't see this any other place, at least consistently. Out here, up and go. Okay, so that's the first double move, a little out and up. Then we are going to get a post corner, and he's going to kind of settle in here. So both of these are double moves, right? The out, the up, the post, the curl. 2 double moves into each other. And the post corner kind of settles down because when you get this out and up, the corner on the outside doesn't bite. He stays over the top of that thing. And there's really just this little hole here over the flat defender before the middle field safety that he just kind of drives it in. And he's able to do this by turning his back, play action faking, and letting it go on basically one hitch, which not really even a hitch. It's like a crossover. So first look at the routes up top. Double move, double move. In and of itself, pretty unique. Then we're at the top of his drop right here at the back after the play action fake. Watch his footwork. Like a crossover, the old Aaron Rodgers, hop, skip, jump, and let it rip. I mean, it's a thing of beauty. I joke about it, but it's it's something that I wouldn't necessarily think would get taught to everyone and everywhere. But man, he and a few guys have just this uncanny ability to stay in rhythm with this type of stuff and be able to tempo the drop to get it out on time and really throw the perfectly weighted ball. Not too hard, not a huge high ball from a helicopter, just a perfectly driven ball. And then you marry that with these kind of unique red zone goal line plays where just a little shuffle, I'll leave it up to you. But normally you see the Chiefs run kind of a power shovel. This is just a true like naked, and he uses it almost like a check down. It's a unique way. I mean, they've shown so many such like a Cheesecake Factory menu of options to be able to get to this kind of space, especially this area of the field. But no one's really looking for the ball. This flat down here to 17, he's not really looking right away. It looks like this thing is just the entire designed almost like slip screenish with the pump fake up. And look at the offensive linemen. They're doing such a great job. Who is it? The right tackle and center staying at the line of scrimmage. They're not going downfield. And they get escorted. They get a double team into the end zone there. That's just beautiful offensive architecture. Great design here. Watch the offensive lineman just hang at the line of scrimmage. Hang, go. Great design. And it wasn't just that one. This next one coming off the 2-minute, 3rd and 7, big double move down here at the bottom of the screen. Actually a little counter to what I spoke about recently on a pump fake video, when not to pump fake. This is essentially like red quarters, which plays out like 0 on the back end if you go deep enough. And right here, no one's looking at his pump, but it keeps him in rhythm, keeps him in time. He's able to get it up and down. This corner down here just gets done dirty by this route. And again, there's a bunch of different ways to say what this coverage is. And obviously, unless you're in the defensive room, you really have no idea. But the essence of this thing, first of all, I love the fact that they get to a fast 4. So right here, this motion, gash, tear, whatever you want to call it, fast 4. It gets the 4th eligible to this side. 1, 2, 3. And so what this does to damn near any coverage is makes them have to do some sort of adjustment. So whether you run with this guy in man-to-man, or whether you push this thing and everybody pushes their responsibility over. But in this red quarters, so to me, I'm going to call this red quarters or red 4, meaning these guys have 4 quarters of the field. And there's a bunch of different variations of this type of red zone type defense, especially in the league. But it really comes down to how's this guy playing this. If he is hunting up the number 3, meaning that he's looking to work this side, this is always going to be a one-on-one. Now, sometimes if this receiver at the bottom of the screen releases in, this will end up being like a bracket or a red 7, basically just 2-on-1. But right here, he comes up here, runs a little double move, and gets outside. Well, it's one-on-one regardless. But the pump, to me, quarterback-wise here, just pure quarterback school, you really don't need it for anything other than timing. Now, maybe because the corner at the bottom of the screen is looking at Mahomes at the snap, he thinks he's going to be looking at him when he's at the top of the drop, but he's not. That's because of how they're playing it on the back end. It turns into basically man everywhere he goes because of how that safety at the bottom of the screen is pushing over. You can see that safety go cheat towards Kelsey, or the number 3, really the new 4. But then just watch this route at the bottom of the screen. Yeep, gone. I mean, just dirty. You got to tackle him at that point if you're playing corner. But the little pump, and then he's able to get it up and down. He does get grabbed a little bit, just not enough. Just elite precision on the perimeter. Great job from Mahomes. Again, when he's on, he's got such a unique and smooth rhythm about all these throws. Everything is on time when he's able to kind of create these types of unique windows where you're like, God, how does he continually doing this when he's also in rhythm? And then when it breaks down, he's one of the few guys, for me, and there are a handful of really special players in the league at the quarterback position right now, but he's got this unique ability to basically stay on rhythm. So yes, this is out of platform, but he's not stretching this thing to the sidelines. If you watch this play, I mean, this is a dime on a little post corner, another double move down the field that looks like it's just in rhythm. Now, maybe this guy at the bottom of the screen is running a true post and he just sees Mahomes come out of it, but I doubt it because look how stacked they are. Like that's not a winning business model as far as how you want to space your receivers. So what I mean by this is, if this is the play design, double post, and they're that close, that's no bueno. There's not a whole lot of NFL teams that are going to run this. But this design of like a post corner is a play that you see a lot of. But he doesn't really get into this corner until Mahomes has broken the pocket. So he almost finds a way to like uniquely stay in rhythm. And it's hard to really define because you just don't see a whole lot of guys, if anyone, able to do it. Now again, is the receiver at the bottom of the screen see Mahomes go and just come out of it? Maybe. But if he does, I mean, they're running post 2 yards apart. Regardless, off the launch point, stays in rhythm, on the run, absolute dime down the field on a post corner or a scramble throw, however you want to frame it. Just feels it, and then nice, easy. I mean, that thing is a dime too. There's no like crazy catches. It's right on him. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I certainly appreciate the support for the channel. Then if you're interested in even more quarterback school content, have a bunch of free stuff available. Check out the Quarterback School tool. Check out the Quarterback School free quick game course. Those links are in the description. Then if you want even more Quarterback School content, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. Usually 3 to 4 videos a month over there. Long form videos trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. And then the absolute premium content. Check out the courses. Those links are in the description. Have a number of different courses. Have a how to beat every coverage, RPO, pass protection, tempos, bunch of great courses. In my opinion, the absolute best video content that we create there. So get over there, check that out. I appreciate it. Let's keep the video going. Next one here, 3rd and 20, just absolute heartbreaker. Again, the other part about this, obviously the pass rush is nowhere near enough. He does a great job kind of extending this, but there are some guys in the league, I think like Allen, Rodgers, that have such the arm that when they extend it, these plays are just, the field is extended vertically. To make this type of throw, now he's more open than other ones, but because he's got the arm strength and the ability out of structure to make some of these plays, this is just, a variation to me of cover 2. Now, how they get there is a little unique. I'm sure they've got some fancy term for it, but it's too deep. This guy's deep. This guy's deep. We're into the flat, and we're coming down. So let's say that again. Deep, deep. And so they're obviously concerned with the speed here from Hill. But when this safety down here just turns this thing loose, Patrick's able to buy enough time that this is just way too open. I mean, there's way too much space. And the reason that there's space there, it's not because it's a great route. It's because Mahomes, well, first of all, the pass protection is great. But he just keeps the play alive and is able to flick this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's wide open by Sunday league standards. But the throw is on the money. The accuracy allows the catch out, the yards after the catch. And it just feels like even when it breaks down, he's keeping these plays in rhythm because of his arm strength and his vision. I mean, that's just an extended route. You're going to have a really hard time covering that, especially when the safety just voids his area. Next one here, another great design play. Doesn't quite get in there. The old totem pole right, pretty rare. We're going to fake the motion, fake the route, come back and flip it to him. I mean, the old triple deke. Gordon Bombay would be proud. Fake, fake, fake. Flip it to him. And again, the smoothness here for me is I'm not going to pretend to tell you what the hell the read is here. In fact, I'm not sure. Only they really know. But I can tell you that the way that this thing happens is worth kind of just unpacking here, just to say where they're at. We're going to fake this way, fake the motion back. Then at the snap, he's going to fake like he's coming back this way, put his foot in the ground, and come back this way. Up top, we're going to seal the edge, run like a corner that will never throw. We're into the flat, and we're running this over. So are they really reading this thing out? Like 1, 2, 3? I don't think so, because the way the dance here that Mahomes does is he catches it, he gives like a pseudo pump to the left, rolls out to the right, kind of goes in one motion of, hey, I'm going to throw this flat to here. And there's like a weird rhythm to it and flow to it that you just don't see anyone else doing. This is like unicorn footwork, ball handling, pump, throw. I mean, he's not, that looks like they're running like a variation of like normal naked. Flat, corner, over. But instead they sneak the ball to Hill on, it's not really a screen like we saw earlier. Like when I see plays like this, I'm just like, man, I have no idea what this is, and it's awesome. So again, you just don't see shotgun pump fake to no one around. I mean, it's almost like he did like a half look off. Like when he goes to throw that, he's not looking at him. It's just a really, really unique play. I'm not necessarily even convinced it's a good play. The execution certainly works, but it's fascinating to watch. And then they come back the very next play, get a nice touchdown pass to the big guy. Boot, corner no, over no, big guy yes. Love to see a little Watt tear emoji down here thinking he got thrown from the big guy. Watch that right side. 73, get off me. Boom. Complain about it. Never going to get that call, buddy. Again, simple ball handling. Love to see the big guys get these touchdowns. Big fake. Nice. Always fun to see the celebrations from the big guys. Appreciate each other getting an opportunity to score. Touch the ball. But I mean, that's too easy. Again, great design, great offensive play calling, but Patrick Mahomes making it look easy. Then another one down here, just a up top inside fade. And I mean, I sometimes think it doesn't really help to just kind of belittle the defense, but I have no idea what 39 is doing. It looks like he thinks that their Chiefs are going to punt. That's how deep he's playing. He's playing 20 yards deep. It's a 2nd and 11, and look how deep the safety is. The safety is 20 yards deep. That's just unfair, and that's too much space. He's also playing the middle of the field, not the middle of the formation. Again, I'm not a defensive guru, but we'll see here. Again, Patrick Mahomes does a great job looking off. One more time here, just with your eyes. Look off, come back, let it rip. Beautiful touch. Last one here is, again, a pseudo out of structure play that he's just going to flip it to the left because he sees this guy late on a corner. So working to the right, no, doesn't like it. Great base, moving to his left, and it's just so... I hesitate using the word effortless because I know he's certainly not using some effort, but he makes it look so easy. This is a ridiculous throw. No to the right, keep it alive, great footwork, moving to your left, cross your body, flick. That's not like a flat or like an easy check down. That's a late down the field, opposite sideline, laser. Again, check his feet out. The base allows him the opportunity. So there it is. Powerful, all his cleats in the ground. Doesn't like Kelsey for whatever reason. Comes off of it. They got spot down here to the bottom of the screen. Sees the corner late and just flicks it. I mean, just smooth, graceful, and accurate and powerful all at the same time. I really I know people probably thought he hasn't played his best year comprehensively, but the way that he's playing this game, making these throws, scary. So that is a wrap. Patrick Mahomes, when he is playing like this and they are pass protecting like that, it is fun to watch. And I mean, it's just a unique, in my opinion, dynamic ability to be able to stay in rhythm, smooth, accurate, powerful, elusive. The creativity with the play calling, some of them are honestly probably beyond the scope of how I understand and digest most football. So lots of fun. Let me know what you thought of the video. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.